So I have come to see Armada here. I've come to see Robbie at Armada. How you doing, Robbie?
I'm good, thanks. How you doing, Rob?
I'm really well, yeah, thanks. Armada has launched a new ski boot.
Yeah, so brand new category for us. Obviously, we're owned by a large company, Amer Sports. So we've done a lot of kind of leaning on the expertise of the Atomic guys.
Yeah.
But very much from the ground up, completely new boot. Armada's own boot. And really, like, our key point was we wanted best-in-class heel hold, and we wanted a really good first fit. So our big USP is focused around our slingshot buckle.
Okay.
So different kind of construction versus a classic cabrio. We've got 4 contact points in there and a different vector. So what that means is you're getting a greater dispersion of pressure,
Okay.
but also it's much easier to close that buckle because it's a vertical close as opposed to being on a 45-degree angle.
So this one is a 130 flex, which is a kind of ski boot that I'm normally on, but I would normally be skiing on a 4-buckled sort of traditional boot.
Yeah.
What are the sort of differences that I might feel when I'm going to try this? Because I am going to try it. Brilliant. You know, I'm really looking forward to it. But what am I going to feel straight away?
So with a 3-piece boot, traditionally you would expect to have a slightly more progressive kind of consistent flex. But for us, we're kind of meshing between a classic 2-piece and a 3-piece. Yep. So normally with a 3-piece, the flex would be derived from the tongue, which can make a very stiff tongue often. Whereas for us, we're still having our flex come from the spine of the boot, but the tongue is there to really reinforce the flex and dampen vibration.
Okay.
I would expect you to be able to get really consistent progressive flex, but have that heel hold that's often traditionally associated with this kind of buckle over the instep.
So it's this buckle here that is actually holding your heel down in the boot, basically.
Yeah. So you're getting it pulled back into the heel pocket of the boot with this angle. But because we've got the 4 contact points, you're not getting as much pressure over the instep as maybe you would with a classic 3-piece boot.
Right, got it. So when you pull that in, you're not feeling that sort of tightness suddenly over the top of your foot, but it's still holding your heel in, basically.
Exactly, yeah.
I've tried it on already. It does feel really, really comfortable. Yeah. I know for me, like, heel hold is so important. I mean, first impressions for me were brilliant. I'm looking forward to getting out on the snow. This is a 130 model. What other models are in the range currently then? So
we're doing a 130 with tech toes only. And then we're also doing a 120, 110, 100 and a 90 flex as well.
Fantastic.
And they're all coming in a 100 last for year 1. But I think, as you kind of alluded to just now, even if you're classically in a narrower boot, that heel pocket is so good that it still feels like a good fit, even if you're used to a narrower boot.
Yeah, okay. When will these be available for the public to buy?
There is a very limited amount available now.
Okay.
There are 8 pairs out now in the UK, but we will be launching officially for autumn-winter 25-26.
Okay. So 8 pairs around. I'm going to be lucky enough to get hold of one of these to test on the snow. I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you very much, Robbie and Armada. So yeah, check these out.